Okay, so we're recording this now. The question markers, I'm going to go through them many times, work with you. And then I want to say it again and again. When you want to learn Yoruba, I think the first thing to do is learn the proper Yoruba before you learn how to now start saying streets. Mio is a street language. Everybody says it. I agree with you. Okay? Wherever you go, you hear Mio. But it is not the proper thing. Because if you keep saying Mio, it doesn't have a pattern that you can learn from. What you intended to say with Mio is Emi Ko. So they remove all of those. You can negate Emi, which is what we call emphatic pronoun. But nobody says Emi when there is nobody else contesting with you. If they want to do this, he wants to do that, but you do not want to do it, then you will lay emphasis on Emi. But instead of Mio, why don't you say Nko? At the beginning, most people will ask you what you're saying, but immediately they will begin to give you the respect of superior language. It's like going to a conference and speaking Ebonics. Where are you at? Everybody would understand what you're saying. But at the same time, they will say you're talking, the other contemporaries would think that you're talking Goda. There is a place for it. But please first learn Nko. Now, Mo is a pronoun for I. But when you want to say Ko, you will switch from Mo to Nko. It's just a sound. Nkolo, Nkomo. What you wanted to say was Nkomo. Nkomo nipa, Nkomo. That's fine. So let me repeat myself again, because this for me is very important. And why is it important? It tells me the difference between what I want to do and where you want to go. We don't really have to go our different ways in this language. Aramide, trust me, you will revert to your meal, but I will not be there. It's not going to be with me, but you're going to say it, and everybody would cuddle you, will hug you because you're saying meal. That's fine. But for as long as we will be in this, let us say to ourselves that we want to learn Yoruba, the proper Yoruba. Now, when you have learned the proper Yoruba, you can drop it and go to the other one. It's fine. And you can switch between both worlds. Okay, so that is that. Now, the second thing is about, and I'm going to keep it short tonight. It is just the question markers. If you spend time learning the question markers and how to respond to them, you can say it, you can use it. You can use it to ask a question. So if you heard what I said question markers. In English, you have what is called the question mark. Once you put the question mark at the end of a set of words, it becomes what? A question. In Yoruba, if you insert a question marker after a set of words, it becomes a question. She, we've done, and I'm going to repeat it. There are two forms of she. She does not have a direct translation in English. Sometimes people say, oh, maybe she is do. or did. But all it does is it is inserted so that it can answer a yes or no question. Ṣé o sùn lánàá? The response, mo sùn lánàá. There are no three answers. Ṣé o sùn lánàá? Mo sùn lánàá. Ṣé o sùn lánàá? N kò sùn lánàá. Those are the two answers. So ṣé comes in two forms. One does not have a pronoun. One does not have a pronoun. The other has a pronoun. The one that does not have, ṣé àlàáfíà ni, àlàáfíà ni, ṣé dáadáa ni, dáadáa ni, ṣé ara mo kún, ara mo kún. There's no pronoun in any of those. And I will say this as well. The pronoun does not have to be immediately after the ṣé. Ṣé o sùn dáadáa? Mo sùn dáadáa. Now, ṣé dáadáa ni o sùn? You see that the O has gone further down. You are not doing, it's the same thing you're doing. Remove the ṣé, follow the words as it goes. Dáadáa ni mo sùn. Ṣé o sùn dáadáa? Don't try and reorganize the words. Leave them as they are. And, you know, I will keep on saying it. If I ask you ṣé dáadáa ni o sùn, and you try and translate it into English, answer it in English, you will not arrive at Yoruba. It's just what it is. The first thing to do is to learn the principle. What is the principle? Ṣé dáadáa ni o sùn. Drop the ṣé. Dáadáa ni mo sùn. Again, ṣé o sùn dáadáa? Mo sùn dáadáa.
Oyemi.
So don't try and do too much for now. Just try and do like a child would. Follow what is said. You know what your problem is going to be? If you say it and it doesn't look complex, you are going to be quarreling with yourself. Maybe this is not the right. How can it be that simple? This Yoruba that everybody says is hard. And when Kole says, Ṣé o sùn dáadáa? And the answer is mo sùn dáadáa. So why are we quarreling? Because it's not difficult. There's nothing I can do about that one. That is just how it is. Don't quarrel with yourself. Don't try and say, ṣé o sùn dáadáa? So all that is just mo sùn dáadáa. And so what? That's the answer. That's all it. Move on to the next thing.
Baby.
Stop thinking, but that's cheap. So why are they saying Yoruba is difficult? No, they're not saying it's difficult. They're just saying that some parts of it are complex, just like in every language. But in this particular instance of the question mark, ṣé o sùn dáadáa? You hear the O, change that O to mo, drop the ṣé, mo sùn dáadáa. Ṣé dáadáa ni o sùn? Dáadáa ni mo sùn.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Don't try to answer both questions the same way.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Okay, so I have overflogged that. And there is nothing else I can say about it. What is now left is you believing that if I say ṣé o sùn dáadáa, would you remember? Drop the she, mo sùn dáadáa.
So dada. Mm.
Let me hold in my pocket the negation. I don't, let me finish. When I finish I will come back to the negation. Because,
Oh, is it Nko Sundada?
that's it.
Mm.
It is, Aramide, it is that simple. Nkosundada, that's all there's nothing else. Okay. Let me move on to the next one. Kini. There are two forms of kini. Most of the question markers come with their own knee. Knee. Just like your knee.
Like Niboni.
Yes. Or yes, Niboni, Kini, Bawoni, Nigbawoni. So what I want you to register is that, can a human being show up in front of your house without a knee? Would that person stand? Your sentence will not stand without a knee. Your question will not stand without a knee.
Very.
You can think of it as KNEE or just ni. So kini has two forms. One is asking about a noun. A noun is a name of any person, a place, or a thing. Kini orúkọ rẹ? What is your name? Kick out the key and put Aramide. If without that ni, the whole thing will crumble. Aramide ni orúkọ mi. My question, kí ni orúkọ rẹ? Aramide ni orúkọ mi. You know what you want to do? You want to translate my question to English. Oh, kí ni orúkọ rẹ? Oh, he's saying, what is my name? Okay, my name is Aramide. And by the time you come back to me with that, your beautiful translation, you can't arrive at Yoruba again.
I want to say Mini. Like
Orúkọ mi ni
Mm.
Aramide. Fine. Accepted.
Okay.
Orúkọ mi ni Aramide. Fine. Aramide ni orúkọ mi. Fine.
Okay. Benny.
So we're settled with that. The second kini, which is what, is about what you did. Kini o ṣe lánàá. Now, you cannot start that sentence with a verb because I said, what did you do?
Can you say?
The way English kills everybody is that I have asked you a question about the past, but the verb I used, do, is present. But I already marked it for you with the did. What did you do yesterday? In Yoruba, kini o ṣe lánàá. I always tell everybody, the last thing I said is lánàá. You grab it.
Yesterday.
Lánàá mo sáré, I ran. Lánàá mo ṣeré, I played. Lánàá mo sùn, I slept. Lánàá mo jẹun, I ate something. Lánàá mo lọ kí màmá mi, I went to greet my mom. Lánàá mo lọ kí, I go greet. Meaning I went to greet. Lánàá, mo lọ kí màmá mi. Kí ni o ṣe lánàá? Lánàá, mo jẹun. Lánàá, mo ṣeré. Lánàá, mo sáré. Lánàá, mo kàwé. Lánàá, mo kọ́ èdè Yorùbá. Lánàá, mo jó. Lánàá, mo lọ jó. What I have done here now that should baffle you is that I have rained on your head a number of verbs.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Now, okay, Ọ̀gbẹ́ni Kọ́lé, now that you have done that, how do you expect me to remember all of those? The only way I expect you to remember is that I keep repeating it. And finally, you figure out how ṣe re. The re is exactly what you get after playing. Ṣeré is the verb to play. But sáré is the verb to run. Jẹun is the verb to eat something. Kí is the verb to greet. Lọ is the verb to go. Sùn is the verb to sleep. I can introduce you to as many verbs as possible. But as we go along, we'll be picking them. For you, you can align your activities with the words you're learning. So what are the things that you do that you would want to know the verbs for?
Mhm.
Wake, sleep, eat something, dress up, go to work, come back from work, and so on and so forth. Okay, so I started with ṣe, and I told you that ṣe is a question marker that is used to ask yes or no questions. I also told you that there are two forms of it that I know. One does not have a pronoun. Ṣé àlàáfíà ni? Àlàáfíà ni. Ṣé dáadáa ni? Dáadáa ni. Ṣé ara mókun? Ara mókun. And then I go to the second one. It has a pronoun. That pronoun can come immediately after the question marker or can be further down. It does not matter.
Mm.
Whether the pronoun O is in Texas or is in California, it doesn't mean anything. Just grab it, change it to mo, and that's it. So we went to Kini, and I said to you, in most question markers in Yoruba, there is a ni. In the last 20 years, I doubt if you've seen anybody turn up in front of your house without a ni. They won't stand. The same thing I want you to know. If you ask a question in Yoruba that should have a ni and doesn't have, it will wobble and fall. If you respond without a ni in your answer, it will wobble and fall. Question wobbles, fall. Answer wobbles, fall. So where are we? We are already falling. Kini is two. Kini orúkọ rẹ? Aramide ni orúkọ mi. Orúkọ mi ni Aramide. Ni will be there. You can't do anything about it. Let it be. The second one is that I'm asking you about an activity, an action that you did. Kí ni o ṣe lánàá? To help you, take the last thing I said while you are thinking the rest. Lánàá mo sùn. Lánàá mo jẹun. Lánàá mo sáré. Lánàá mo ṣiṣẹ́. Lánàá mo ṣeré. Benkole, I don't like this language. It's too simple. Why should it just be you ask this question and that's all? And they're saying is yes. We're going to remain on that. There's nothing. You can ask me 1 million questions about it. The answer will be the same thing. The question I asked you, what did you do yesterday? You started yesterday, verb. Okay. So there is when. When is in English is saying which time. The translation of which time in Yoruba is nígbà wo. Again, what? Ni. So what am I asking? When did you sleep? Nígbà wo ni o sùn? Lánàá. Well, Nicole, I don't know the time yet. Fine. But you know that there's morning, there's afternoon, and there's night. Remove the nígbà wo. Please don't take the ni with you when you're going. Leave the ni there so you can come and meet it. Nígbà wo ni. Just take nígbà wo out and say alẹ́ ni. O changes to mo. Sùn lánàá. The question, nígbà wo ni o sùn lánàá? Alẹ́ ni mo sùn lánàá. Nígbà wo ni o jí lánàá? See, again, you see how important the verbs are. I can't even ask the question without the verbs. Nígbà wo ni o jí lánàá? Àárọ̀ ni mo jí lánàá. Nígbà wo ni o jẹun lánàá? Jẹun is when did you eat something? Nígbà wo ni o jẹun lánàá? Ọ̀sán ni mo jẹun lánàá. I have pretended as if you already knew morning, afternoon, and night. Morning is àárọ̀. Afternoon, ọ̀sán. Night, alẹ́. I removed nígbà wo. I did not remove nígbà wo ni. You cannot stand without your knee. You cannot stand without your knee. The knee is there and it must be there. Question, knee, answer, knee. Nígbà wo ni means when, which time. Because you don't know the exact time, morning is time.
Okay.
Afternoon is time. And night is time.
Okay.
Nígbà wo ni o ṣeré lánàá? When did you play yesterday? Nígbà wo ni o sáré lánàá? Take that one, make it more. Fine. So we've done ṣe, kíni, nígbà wo. There are two brothers. Both of them low ends them. One is Èló. Èló is how much? Would it have ni? You're correct. Yes. Èló ni ó ra bàtà rẹ̀. Another verb, to buy, ra. Èló Èló is, you see the A there is like the elder. So it will come first. Èló. Would that be ni? Yes. Èló ni o ra bàtà rẹ? Please take out èló. Do not take ni along with it. Dọ́là mẹ́wàá. Bring my ni. Ni mo ra bàtà mi. Two pronouns, o and rẹ. Dọ́là mẹ́wàá ni mo ra bàtà mi.
Oyemi.
Now, the second brother is very weak. So it does not show up at the beginning of a question mark. And it is called mélòó. So the word for book is ìwé. Ìwé mélòó ni o fẹ́? How many books do you want? Ìwé méjì ni mo fẹ́. The two brothers or two sisters, if you like. Èló will start as a question. Would it have ni? Yes.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Èló ni o ra bàtà rẹ? How much did you buy your food?
Dọ́là méjì.
Dọ́là mẹ́wàá ni mo ra bàtà mi. Rẹ becomes me. Kí ni orúkọ rẹ? Rẹ becomes me. Ṣé, kí ni, nígbà wo, èló ni, mélòó ni. How many? Ṣé, kí ni, nígbà wo, èló, mélòó ni. There are 5 days in a week. I think I want to just stop at that 5. But
Okay.
you know, when God created the earth, he did it in 6 days and he rested on the 7th. So let's put one more. Báwo ni. Báwo ni. How is. Does it have a ni? Yes. Nígbà wo ni. Báwo ni nǹkan. Báwo ni. How are things?
Wà dáadáa.
Báwo ni nǹkan. Again, remember kí ni o ṣe lánàá? What did you do? You dragged my lánàá from me and you said I verb. Báwo ni nǹkan? Take the nǹkan. Nǹkan. You grunted at the beginning. Nǹkan. Ń lọ dáadáa. Things are going well. Báwo ni nǹkan? Nǹkan ń lọ dáadáa. Those are 6 that you need to learn. What you want to do is sit, take a deep breath, see how you can ask me questions using the question markers. I would answer it. If you ask me 6 and I answer the 6, I think it is just fair, Aramide, that I ask you my own 6 as well.
Ó dáa.
So let's not be unfair. You ask me 6, I will answer 6. Once I answer my 6, I have the moral authority to ask you 6, and you answer the 6. Okay, so that is done. Yeah, the question markers. Once we get through the question markers, but you see that in Yoruba, we cannot say we want to study question markers alone. In the process, have you noticed how the pronouns are coming?
Mm.
What are the pronouns? O means you, mo means I, re means your, me means my. In just one breath.
Benny.
And then there has been this barrage of verbs. Sare, shere, sun, jeun, lo. So it's fair. I will wait, whatever, Monday, Tuesday. When I don't have, I will get back to you by phone.
I have a question.
Yes, I have a question, yeah.
Loni, mo bere, she mo join Zoom tabi phone. Is that the correct use of she?
You were very close to it. But you see, because it's an intention, she, key has to be there and there's no direct transition. It's just that you're not commanding me. You are asking nicely, should I join? That's where the key comes in. Shaking join Zoom.
Oh. Okay, King join.
The she was okay, but the sentence itself did not quite meet the rule because we had never talked about it.
Okay, that's another.
Should I join? Shaking join Zoom.
King.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, o lè join. You see, you said, can I join? Shaking join. It's an intention. Shaking lọ sùn. Should I go and sleep? Shaking jẹun. Should I eat something? Shaking kàwé. Should I study? We haven't reached that, but it's fine that it's coming up and we're doing it.
Okay.
Somehow, something tells me you know the song, Ojonro. So let me listen to it while I enjoy the sound of the Yoruba Beyonce.
Me, Ojonro, ṣeré nínú ilé, báwa lọ́jọ́, kí aṣọ rẹ̀ má bàa tútù, kí òtútù má bàa mú ẹ, Ojonro.
This is 10/10. Now we know the song. Let us look at the structure of it. Ojo, you grunted in between the verb. Ojo is a noun, rain. Nro, falling. Ojo nro. Play inside the house. Shere nule. Ma, don't. It's not do not, it's don't. Wo, inu, enter into the rain. So that ki ashore, your cloth. Ma ba tutu. Ki otutu. Ma ba mue, so that you don't catch cold. And then we end it with Junro. Good job. You now know what it means. You can now take words from it whenever Shere is there. It can help you with the question, Kinyoshi Lama. Finally, as a way of review, the name Aramide, a part of me has arrived. You want to use come, but for this particular name, we would use arrive.
Arrive.
So that if you want to ask me, have you arrived in the US? Ṣé ẹ ti dé US? Ṣé ẹ, the ẹ there is elder. For your counterpart, ṣé o ti dé? Again, pronoun. Ẹ is you, plural. Y'all. O is you, singular. Two ways. Ṣé o ti dé? The T there is have you arrived? Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, mo ti dé US. Ó ti kò tíì dé US. Aramide, a part of me, has arrived.
All right. Versus come, which is wa.
Yes, come is bo. It is also wa.
Okay.
Wa. Ṣé o ti wá sí US? Not really. It's I arrived in US. We're going to stick to your name. And we're going to stick to day as it arrived. How many question markers did we go through today? 6.
Mo bagbe.
6.
Ni Yoruba.
Mẹ́fà.
Mẹ́fà.
Mẹ́fà. What are you going to do? You are going to use the 6 to ask me 6 questions.
Benny.
What am I going to do? I'm going to respond to your 6 questions. What am I going to do after that? I'm going to ask you 6 questions. What are you going to do? I'm going to answer the 6 questions. End of story. Please stop struggling with the fact that some of these questions are simple. Yes, at the beginning of it, yes. If you wait long enough, we will get to the difficult part. But why don't you enjoy the simple ones first?
Okay.
And stop wanting, yeah, this is now, this is the Yoruba I want to learn. Let's learn the simple ones first. We can talk for 5 minutes without Yoruba, using just simple things. Questions and answers. All right.
Okay. Hey, Chef.
Kò tọ́pẹ́.
Ó dàbọ̀.
Ó dàbọ̀.